What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about TIO. Oh my, what a ride this has been. Let's check out some of the news and what's influencing the stock. So this week, some pretty wild news came out. Basically, there was a research report that came out from Hindenburg that, outlined a whole mess of, red flags and some allegations that are being posed against TIO. It's a pretty crazy article. If you guys Google Hindenburg research TIO, the article will come up, but it's pretty wild to read. So a lot of allegations, basically slamming the CEO, and really just putting the whole stock kind of on blast right now. So this came out on the 6th, so keep that in mind. And recently, TIO did make an announcement that they, are basically refuting these charges. And let me just pull this up here, guys. And they also are basically getting, a lawyer involved now. So they hired White and Case LLP, that are basically going to conduct an independent review of this Hindenburg report, and come back with some rebuttal whether this information that's being reclaimed from this Hindenburg report. Let me just click on this once and see if this report comes up here. And no, just looks like it is. Yeah, so this was TIO's response. They actually made a press conference that next day, and basically came out and basically are denying that allegations are false. And they're now hiring a lawyer to look into this, and they're claiming that these allegations is misinformation. So we'll see what happens. If we look at the stock though, so again, guys, if you had been following me when we posted this video, the last videos, we were probably around, I don't recall, but I think probably around like a $3 range. And it climbed right up almost to $6. Now, if you guys did listen to me in the last video, I did say that it would be wise choice to start taking profits if you hadn't already done so, and if you had a large position in this, kind of hedge some of this or put a stop loss or just something to kind of cover this, because it is a volatile stock. And we were close to reaching our all-time highs here, overall. So it did have a nice run, and so it did peak, right around that close to $6. And then it started downtrending, and it kind of leveled out right around that $3 range, which I thought was fair. Definitely overbought at this point. And you could see here as it was running down, our 50 and 13-day moving averages, it did cross right up here around this $15.25 level. So to me, that was an indication that this was going to continue to kind of run down here. So I'll show you guys up in Robinhood, that I did have a stop loss on this. So I did make some good profit on it. I didn't get it right at the peak. But again, I want to make sure that in the event this thing started to go south, I had, some sort of buffer there, prevent, losing all the profits and potentially more, to a loss, depending where, you guys bought this in at. So moving on. So on the 6th, you can see here that this was kind of tracking between the $2-3 range. It was still downtrending, but man, when that news report came out on Tuesday, boom, it dropped the stock heavy. Right down to below $2. And it did try to recover when TIO came out with their news report that Wednesday, giving a slight preview. They didn't make a lot of comments about it. They basically just kind of said that, yeah, the allegations are false, and they were going to make some sort of, formal response to it. So TIO did come out, and they did make that, response. And again, this is kind of them doing it with hiring this lawyer. So again, we'll see what happens. Right now, though, I would not touch this stock. And I wouldn't even say that this $1 level is safe. This definitely has room to drop yet. We're nowhere near where our 13 and 50-day averages are going to cross at this point. So, I mean, I would say being optimistic here, guys, this will maybe just go sideways and hang around this $1 level. But if we jump out here 5 years, guys, this is kind of why I was given the warning before that we were reaching all-time highs. And, it did very similar to what it had done in the past, where it dropped and it dropped quick. But now it's hanging on. See, we're at $1. And honestly, the floor that I would say is probably more comfortable would be probably between this 46 and 50 cent level. So I wouldn't touch it until it gets to this point. And we'll see what comes out with these allegations. But obviously, if the allegations come out being true, this is definitely something that you don't want to touch. So be very curious to see kind of where this goes. I want to give you guys an update, and hopefully, you guys listened to me in the last video and made some good profits. So, we'll keep tracking the news on this. Let's just go to the Robinhood app here once, and I will show you kind of what I had done here, guys, just so I'm not blowing smoke on your screen here. So, yeah, guys. So see right here, I had a stop limit $5.20. So it was very close to where we saw that 13 and 50-day average cross. And, we made some good profit off this, guys. I bought into this. I think my cost average at the time was really close to $3, I believe. So we made some good profit off it. Happy with it. And our next earning call isn't until August. So I'd be very curious to see what happens, especially if these allegations come out where, this stuff isn't true. I mean, I do at that point still think that, if this company is true in what they're saying, I think there's room to grow here, guys. I think it's a good opportunity, but until we figure out what the hell is going on with these allegations, this is a no-touch stock at this point. And depending on how that comes out, we could see some potential gains again here coming into August, if they, continue with these earnings. So we'll stay monitoring this. Leave a comment down below and let me know where you guys got out at. And hopefully you guys made some money. So we'll catch you on the next one.